I don't know about you, but some days I just need a little more encouraging support in my life, a little more imploring to move me, to challenge me, to motivate me. I confess some days in this season, motivation is a challenge. What about you? Have you ever had a stale moment recently where you felt like you were just there? A paralyzing moment where you felt you just couldn't move. A time when you needed some words of encouragement, empowerment, just to breathe. Oh, how I know how that feels. And then I read these words from Paul in 1 Corinthians 16, 13 to 14. J.B. Phillips, be alert, continue strong in the faith, have courage, be strong, do everything in love. And I'm reminded how I, as a follower of Jesus, am to live. I am encouraged to live an empowered life, to recognize the strength of my faith and how it speaks to the life I live. I can continue to be strong in my faith in this season. I've had plenty of time to reflect, and I have, and I am, and I'm continuing to try to be strong in my faith. While the culture around me gives me pause. I want courage. I want to be strong. This morning I wept because I'm brokenhearted when I hear of the gun violence in our culture, the war in Iran that seems to have no end and not a real purpose. Stories of ICE and how they treat our neighbors. When I know that Jewish temples are being targeted for no reason other than their faith. And when I remember Renee Good and Alex Preeti, when I hear their names, my heart breaks. I'm asking God, how can I be courageous? How can I make a difference when I see such injustice? How do I speak without arrogant judgment from the place of privilege, but with truth and faith and love? 1 Corinthians 16:13 in the Voice says it this way. Stay alert, stand tall in the faith. Be courageous and be strong. Let love prevail in your life, your words and actions. How do I let love prevail? All I want to do is shout, what is the matter with you? How do I stay strong when I see the faithful being unloving to others? Listen, pay attention, check this out against my faith and my convictions. I need to stand tall. I need to stand I need to stand strong in my faith in what God is revealing. The Message says 1 Corinthians 16:13 and 14 this way. Keep your eyes open. Hold tight to your convictions. Give it all you've got. Be resolute and love without stopping. Wow. I want to keep my eyes wide open, my soul tender and attuned, that I might hold tight to my convictions prayerfully. The question I have been asking myself in the last few days is, how do I give it my all? How do I hold tight to my convictions, tight enough to live them out? How can I be resolute? What does that look like in action? So I want to let love prevail in my life, my words, my actions. Oh, how I pray that I can love without stopping, that love can move me to action, courageous action, resolute action, to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. May God show us the way. Pray with me. Gracious God, it is sometimes hard to know. It is hard to be resolute. It is hard to stand up for what we believe. It is hard to find courage to stand tall, to stand with, to be bold, to be an advocate, and to be tender and to be loving all at the same time. It can be confusing. It can be exhausting. But what I do know is that when I trust in you, when I walk with you, when I lean into you, you can give me pause. You can lift me up. You can fill me with your spirit. I can breathe deep. And I know I am not alone. And what a gift that is. So walk with us this week. Encourage us, empower us, so that we can love others for you. Amen. Kathy, I invite you now to help us with the breath practice. They have become such a regular routine in my life, and I'm grateful. Thanks, my friend.
Let's begin our breathing today by finding a comfortable room, allowing your face to relax, allowing your shoulders to drop, checking in with your torso, just checking the abdomen. If it's tight, see if you can release it. And then allow the abdomen to fill with air, and then release the air. Just see how that works. And then bring your attention to the nose as the air comes in and leaves. Lengthen the breath on the inhale and the exhale. And then one final exhale, and let go your attention to your breath. Bring your attention now back to the abdomen, the shoulders, the face. Breathing gives us time to give attention to our body. Thanks for breathing.